One of the things that differentiates unsuccessful traders from the traders who are actually profitable and make money in the space all goes down to if they have a good training plan. A good training plan can make or break you in the markets and can literally be the difference between losing money and making money on a consistent basis. So today we're going to be covering what makes a good training plan and how you can implement it into your trading today. So a lot of beginner traders make the mistake of winging it when it comes to their trading. They go by the seat of their pants and cowboy it in the markets, and that is a really fun way to trade, but it's not a way that is going to make you profitable in the long run. There is a saying in trading that if trading seems a little bit boring, you know you're doing it right. It's about finding whatever your system is and sticking to that system day in and day out for the long run. And this is what your trading plan serves to do. It is coming up with a system, coming up with a set of rules, outlining it, articulating it so that you know exactly what you're doing day in and day out. So here are a couple tips that you can use to improve and create your trading plan today. The first thing is you have to be able to articulate what your strategy is. Unsuccessful traders are traders who hop from strategy to strategy. You need to figure out what strategy you're going into the markets with and sticking with it for the long haul. Now, the actual strategy you use doesn't really matter as much. There's a lot of successful strategies out there that you can implement. The trick is finding one, maybe a second one, and sticking to them. Whether that be ICT, support and resistance, SMC, or the like, the trick is coming up with what strategy suits your personality, what time frame you want to work with, and sticking to it. So the first thing you're going to do in your trading plan is figure out what your strategy is. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to figure out when are you going to enter the markets and when are you going to implement your strategy. No strategy works 100% of the time, and no trader can be in the markets the entire day, every single day. You need to figure out for you, when does your strategy work best and what time of day suits your lifestyle. Whether you're a trader who's going to trade London session, you're a trader who's going to trade New York, you're a trader who's going to trade the Asia session, or in the rollovers in between, you then need to figure out what are the times that your strategy seems to work and that aligns with your lifestyle. So after you have your strategy mapped out, you have the exact time that you're going to be trading, you then need to really articulate a set of rules for yourself. These rules are going to include what are the signs of a trade that you're looking for, what are the confirmations of the trade, and also, most importantly, what is the risk management strategy you're going into your trading with. By risk management strategy, it's how much are you going to risk per trade. Are you trading prop firm or are you trading personal? Are you risking 1% of your total account size or are you risking 10% of your total account size? These are all things that need to be mapped out before you enter a trade. It is all part of your trading plan, and these need to be held to with high regard. You can't enter a trade and then decide on a whim, hey, I'm just gonna risk 5% on this one because vibes. You need to have all of this mapped out and thought out and all part of your plan. If you're trading prop firm, for example, and you're risking 1% per trade, you know that in order to reach your 10% maximum drawdown, you would then need to lose 10 trades in a row. And because you know exactly what your strategy is and what the success rate of your strategy is, you know what is the actual chance of you losing 10 trades in a row, because everything is mapped out beforehand. And if you know, listen, the odds of me losing 10 trades in a row is very high based on my strategy, maybe then you decide that you're going in on 0.5% per trade in order to maximize the number of chances you have to get your winning trade. You're also going to decide on what risk to reward ratio works for you and your strategy. Are you going 1:1? Are you going 1:2? Or are you going 1:15? These are all things that need to be mapped out before you enter the trade. So your risk management approach really needs to be well thought out and well planned out ahead of time, so that when you enter a trade, everything is more or less mechanical. You're not thinking about the trade as it's playing out, because let's be honest, no one becomes smarter when they're in a trade versus when they're out of a trade. After you've mapped out your risk management approach, you also need to map out what your exit strategies are going to be. What are the signs that you need to exit a trade early for whatever reason? What are the signs that you need to exit a trade if you're in drawdown? What do you need to do if you want to exit a trade while in profits? Are you a stop loss or take profit kind of trader? Or do you manage the trade as it's going? Do you move stops to break even? What is the rest of your trade management approach? These are all things that you need to map out again before you're even in the trade. Now, this can all be done when you're back testing your strategy and figuring out how all of those rules are going to work with your particular strategy. Again, there is no 100% right way to go about doing this. It's going to be different strategy to strategy, trader to trader. But you as a trader need to have this figured out and mapped out beforehand, and all part of your trade management plan. And this is going to help make sure that you are consistent over the long haul. And lastly, as part of your trade plan is you need to now figure out what is your scaling strategy. After you have successfully entered a couple trades, you have now become profitable. What is the scaling plan that you are going to use that makes sense for you and makes sense for your strategy? Again, it's going to be different whether you're trading personal funds versus trading prop firm accounts. Are you buying a second prop firm account? Are you buying a bigger one? Are you buying a third? Are you diversifying by using several different prop firm companies to do so? Or are you going on the personal route? Are you adding more money into your account? Are you just trading the profits from your account? And how much of those profits are actually going to go into paying yourself? These are all things that you need to sit down and map out again before you get into the mix. You don't want the feelings of greed and all of those hubris feelings to come into the mix and cloud your judgment when you're in the middle of it all. These are the things that need to be part of your trade management plan beforehand to make sure that you are clear and concise about what the road forward is going to be. So a trade management plan is a really essential tool in any good trader's arsenal. You really want to have a good solid plan about where you are currently and what direction you're moving forward to the goal that you're trying to reach. Now, everyone is going to be a little bit different. Some people want to scale aggressively. Some people like the slower, more sustained approach. And there is no right or wrong way to go about this. But as an individual trader, you're going to need some kind of plan that is going to take you forward. As the old saying goes, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So utilizing a really good trade management plan is going to be absolutely essential in taking you to the next level. We'll be covering more on exactly what risk management nitty-gritties are in later parts of the series, and we'll also go into examples of what a trade management plan can look like. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.